बनमाली घड़ी श्रृंगी शंखी चक्री चनंद की श्रीमान नारायणो विष्णु वासुदेवो विरक्षतु वनमाली घड़ी श्रृंगी शंखी चक्री चनंद की श्रीमान नारायणो विष्णु वासुदेवो विरक्षतु
Hi friends, my name is Sneha and I'm one of the co-founders with Dr. Lad for Ayurprana, and I'm also an Ayurvedic health coach. Thank you so much for being with us here today. We're super excited to offer this satsang with Dr. Lad with you. Before we get started, we have a few quick announcements that our entire team is super excited to tell you about. One is Dr. Lad has helped us formulate a spring cleanse. So we'll be rolling that spring cleanse out. So if you're interested in joining us for the spring cleanse, please look at the website at liveayurprana.com. The second thing is we have a series starting with Dr. Lad, our Shrotamsi series, which is the channels of the body. And he's really going through the 3 essential channels: prana, anna, which is food, and ambu, vahashrotas, which is water. And then the cool part about this series is you can watch it whenever you like, and then there's going to be a live extensive Q&A with Dr. Lad. So you'll be able to interact with Dr. Lad and ask him questions regarding these channels. The third cool thing that Ayurprana is kicking off is another series with Dr. Lad for reading the channels of the body. It's going to involve reading the face, the eyes, the tongue, the ears, and the palm. And then same thing, you'll be able to watch this whenever you like, as well as have a live Q&A with Dr. Lad, which is super excited. There's going to be so many different things coming your way with Dr. Lad and Ayurprana. So definitely subscribe and hit the little bell button on there so that way you get reminders of what things are coming up. We are just beginning, so we're super excited to be a part of this healing and wellness journey with you. So follow us on all these little social media channels. You'll get the updates from us because we want to grow our Ayurprana family. We want to support you in all aspects of your healing journey. Namaste.
Meditation is not something you do in your little corner of the house. Meditation should go with you, should flow with you. Such a meditation is not apart, but it is the total movement of your life. Doesn't matter what you do, add awareness. Index finger and the thumb, when they meet together, they activate the third eye. Belly is moving to and fro. Inhale, exhale. Beautiful. Draw the abdomen in, suck the anus in, and do chin lock like this. It comes to the neck, it goes to the thorax, it goes to the abdomen, even it goes to the pelvic cavity. keep on smiling, because they said that God in the heaven, they smile. So when you smile, you will get blessing from the God. ॐ गणानां त्वा गणपतिं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पतानः शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सिद्धिबुद्धिशक्तिसहित श्रीमन्महागणाधिपतये नमो नमः निर्विघ्नं कुरु। या कुन्देन्दुतुषारहारधवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्कर प्रभृतिर्भिर्देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः गुरवे नमः गुरवे नमः। Good morning, dear friend. This Saturday we are having satsang through Ayurprana, and wonderful spiritual and Ayurvedic organization that will bring Ayurveda on a practical, clinical way. Our whole life is a journey. We never know where we were. And we born through the mother's womb, and slowly we were introduced to the mom, to the dad, to the brother, sister, and we are growing. In this journey of life, we have brother, sister, father, mother, friends, family, and everybody is going to create some image within us. Since childhood, we develop our own image because we are told by the dad that you are this. We are told by the mom that you are that. Brother is saying this and that and that and this way. We have created our own image. And that image is so closely associated with ahankar, I former. So in Ayurvedic, Manovaha Srotas, mind-carrying channel, there are doors of perception: ears, eyes, nose, tongue, and the skin. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. All these are tanmatra, the doors of perception. And through these doors of perception, we receive the image, the object from the outside. Through the eyes, inverted images form on the retina. And the prana comes and touches that inverted image and it creates optical sensation. Without prana, there is no sensation. So prana carries that sensation to the mind, and based upon the sensation, mind has inner subtle tanmatra, shabda, sparsha, rupa, rasa, gandha. So our mind is pancha tanmatrik. And because of internal pancha tanmatrik existence of the mind immediately connect to the sound, connect to the image, connect to the temperature, and also connect to the breath. And also taste. Constantly, no taste is also taste. And we are perceiving this through these doors of perception. So mind has a job to carry those sensations which are brought by the prana in terms of feeling. You feel hot, you feel cold, you feel bright, something like that. And all those feeling, because feeling faculty is the mind carries it to the buddhi. And buddhi does reasoning. Buddhi samam pashyati. Buddhi is the intellectual capacity. Buddhi is the reasoning faculty. And whatever mind has brought to the buddhi is the churning. So in other words, buddhi is the digestive faculty of the mind. Buddhi digests everything through the agni of logic. That is why Ayurveda called that is the sadhaka pitta. And whatever buddhi has churned out, it's come to the conclusion and it's sent to the memory. And memory is very important faculty. There is a continuance of remembrance, and memory does recognition. This recognition which is done by the smriti, the memory, then based upon that recognition, chitta, our subconscious mind, create image. This is the image making machinery according to Ayurveda everybody has. That image, there is a central image which is ahankar, I, the me, the ego. And ahankar is the image maker, and that's why every experience, every knowledge nourishes ahankar. This ahankar is a biological need. Ahankar is not wrong. It is your self-esteem. It is your self-identity. And from ahankar, sattva, raja, tamas, these three gunas come out. Same image because of sattva becomes sacred. Same image because of rajas become calculation, mathematical, aggressiveness, competitiveness. Because rajas is aggressive, competitive. Rajas create desire. And then tamas create inertia, destructive nature. These three gunas are creating three different images. So when we observe our daily perception, how we perceive, how you look at your wife, look at your husband, look at your girlfriend, boyfriend, that image is created by experience, by knowledge, by quality, and your feelings are associated with that image. So, we have the good, the bad, the ugly, all these images are there in our subconscious mind. So, because of that image making machinery, our consciousness get conditioned. Our consciousness become a small enclosure. Because of that image making machinery, our consciousness loves yesterday's taste. We always love yesterday's taste. We always love the past. That's why people love their childhood. People love their sweet memories of the past, recent past or remote past. So, our consciousness has many content. There is an image, there is a central image, ahankar, then there is a thought, feelings, emotion. All this content make the container. Because content and container are the same. If a clay pot is a container, it contains clay. Or a brass pot or plastic pot contains plastic. So plastic is the substance with which that particular object is made. Same way, our consciousness, which we are carrying from time immemorial, this consciousness has nature and structure, thought, feelings, emotion, judgment, conclusion, and finally image. So, every experience nourishes experiencer. And that's why our life becomes mechanical. Our life becomes repetitive. And our life becomes materialistic. So spirituality doesn't mean not to form image. Spirituality touches all departments of life. Your workplace, your boss, your teacher, your school, anything that you are working, all your friends, they are also included in your spirituality. So spirit means soul. Spirit means Atma. And if you look at the whole Vedic literature, even if you worship Lord Ganesha, they say, Tvam Sakshad Atma Sinityam Ritam Vachmi Satyam Vachmi. Means, ultimately when you worship Ganesh, your Atma is Ganesh. When you worship Lord Shiva, Shiva is Atma. If you worship Lord Vishnu, Vishnu is Atma. If you worship Christ, Christ is your Atma. Buddha is your Atma. Ram is your Atma. That's why it is called Atma Ram. So, during last satsang, we shared some of the significant meaning of 1,000 different names of the God. And all the names of the God are connected, go back to the self. Keshava, I just shared with you, Keshava. Shava means dead body. One of the name of the Lord Krishna, Keshava. Shava means dead body. Shavam ketayati chetayati iti saha Keshava. That which keep this dead body alive. So that soul is Atman. And that Atman is your presence. You are not the body. Body is the dwelling place. When time comes, you will leave the body. And leaving the body we call death. We were somewhere. Therefore we come here. And we come here, we live here for 80 years, 90 years, 100 years, depending upon your diet, your lifestyle, and how you treat yourself. That determines the span of life. So, we are not the body. Body is our home. We use this body. We are only soul. We are only pure awareness. We are the Atman, the soul, the spirit. But slowly, we start identifying ourselves with the body. And the moment you identify yourself with the body, you become somebody. That's the name. Somebody means somebody. So somebodyness is coming through identification. Not only that, we identify with our family, which is cute. I like that. We identify with our furniture. Oh, that is little heavy. Then you identify yourself with your bank account. You are stuck. So identification goes on. Then identify yourself with your group. You identify yourself with your nationality. And that identification goes and goes. Because of identification, you become American, other become Russian. Because of identification, you become Indian, other become Pakistan. And there is a fighting going on. So the root cause of conflict in this world is identification. And if we look, identification is the prison. And we are stuck in the prison of identification. Why do we identify? The root cause of identification, we are lonely. We are empty. We are nobody. And that's why you want to become somebody. Through that somebodyness, our ego is satisfied. Hope I'm not hurting your feeling, I love you, I'm sharing with you. But this is the inner investigation. We are doing psychosurgery. Take a knife of attention, not a real knife. Take a knife of attention and take an incision under the skin. And you are taking incision, then you are removing superficial fascia, deep fascia, then you are cutting the peritoneum and you are watching. This is called exploratory laparotomy. Similarly, this is exploratory psychotomy. So we are doing psychic surgery. This is called self-surgery, self-inquiry, self-investigation, self-exploration. And in that self-inquiry, we are watching layer after layer, our feeling, our thought, our emotion, our judgment. This is a wonderful thing. This is real meditation. And I want to explore myself. And nobody is going to help me. I have to do it. I have to do it on myself. So at your leisure time, just watch. Even how you are looking at your wife. How you are looking at your son, daughter, husband, wife, children. In that act of looking, we are inquiring, investigating, exploring. And you will clearly observe how ego is formed. Ego is nothing but bundle of identification, bundle of image, bundle of conclusion, and bundle of me. If you just remove the layer after layer of onion, outer layer, inner layer, if you go to find out the core of onion, nothing, it is just empty. There is no core of onion. Likewise, like an onion has layer after layer after layer, similarly ego has layer. One layer of thought, second layer of feeling, third layer of memory, fourth layer of conclusion, experience. And if we watch all our egotistical activity, everybody has ego. Without ego, you cannot find a person. Because ego is biological need. It is your passport. It is your ID. But that ego should be sane. Ego become insane. That's why there is a problem in the relationship. That's why there is a problem in the country. There is a collective ego. There is a group ego. And then there is individual ego. So ego has multifactorial existence. Your ego will pop through the religion. My religion is better than your religion. This is ego. Your ego will come through your caste, creed, color. All these are ego. And ego is poison. Ego has created mess in our life. So, if we go on doing psychic surgery and go on removing layer after layer, and be honest with your anger, be honest with your fear, and be completely honest with your process of identification. An amazing thing happens. As you listen to the criticism done by your wife or your husband. You are not judging, you are just listening, listening. And in that act of listening, you are not only listening to her thought, to her word, but you are listening to her feeling through her emotion. And suddenly you will see that there is no difference between me and my wife. That is the great discovery, dear friend. There is no difference between me and my husband, me and my friend, me and my colleague. We are separate. Of course, physically we are separate. She is separate, she has different prakriti. You are separate, you have different prakriti. We are separate, we are individual. But if you go to the core of individual, it is a pulsating, throbbing consciousness in her heart. You are also pulsating, throbbing consciousness. So we are meeting at different level. That is why we have chakra. Root chakra, earth element, physical. Second chakra, water element. It is connected to the intense emotion. Third chakra, Agni, fire, digestion, self-esteem, Swadhisthana. Manipur is James, city, power. And very few time we meet in the heart. When you listen to the words, when you listen to the conversation, from what level you are listening? If you listen to the material level, you will get material pleasure. If you listen to the power level, then there is a power game happening in the relationship. Husband dominating wife, wife dominating husband. This is happening every moment. And we are stuck with that power game. But when you listen from the heart, you will meet in the heart. Heart is a seat of love. Heart is a seat of compassion. So you and the speaker are good friends. And we are doing this collective psychic surgery with the sharp knife of attention. And layer after layer, we are exploring the layers of thought, layers of feeling, layers of ahankar, and layers of power, prestige, position, all these things. And this is possible. So, if we do this observation, then there will be radical change in you. You are the great book. You have to read your own book. You have to read your own consciousness. You have to read your own thought, own feeling, your own emotion. And in that journey, don't come to any conclusion. Finally, if you say, my wife is idiot, no, then you are stuck. Then she will always look idiot to you. My wife is angry. Then you are stuck. You will always see her anger. Not to judge her, not to judge yourself. Not to judge your other friend, not to judge yourself. Non-judgmental, non-critical, innocent observation is meditation. This meditation is missing. People are doing meditation last 30 years and they have a conflict with the husband, conflict with the wife, conflict with the children. That means meditation is not going in a proper way. Your meditation become a little game that you are playing in the little corner of your house. No. That meditation should come in your day-to-day relationship, in your day-to-day conversation with your wife, with your husband. Because our life is a relationship. And relationship is the mirror. And we should watch in the mirror of relationship the anger, the fear, the frustration, the power game. That will make us great honest. Honesty means you are watching your anger, your fear, your frustration with a great deal of clarity. This is called surrender. People say, oh, surrender to God. I don't know how to surrender to God. Because I don't know God. So first, to surrender to God means surrender to your anger, surrender to your fear, surrender to your frustration, and surrender to your grief and sorrow. Because surrender is the inner journey. It is a journey towards heart. Your heart will be open. And in this surrender, there is a letting go. Anger comes, let anger go. Fear comes, let fear go. Pride comes, let pride go. We are watching. This inner watching, this inner observation, this inner learning is a journey towards heart. So letting go is another name for surrender. And surrender is a journey towards heart. And when your heart is open, then you will never criticize anyone. You will never judge anyone. When I go to buy shirt, I have to judge whether this is my size, large or extra large or medium. There we have to judge. To buy furniture, you have to judge. To buy TV, means this is an amazing thing that in the worldly affair, we have to judge. But in the psychological field, in the field of relationship, in the field of intimacy, judgment is a block. So, where to judge and where not to judge is the action of intelligence, which is awareness. So, I am not teaching you anything. I am just doing my loud thinking. I am not the authority. There is no difference between you and me. We all are the same. We are human beings. We have Prakriti, Vata 1, Pitta 2, Kapha 3. We have thought, feelings, emotion. We all are similar. In that similarity, our feelings are similar. Whether person is in India or Japan or China or America, everybody has similar thinking. We think alike. Our sorrows are same. Our sufferings are same. Even our egos are same. Only little modification is there based upon Prakriti, Vikruti paradigm. But we are so similar human being. And that's why when I know myself, I will know yourself. Because there is no difference between yourself and myself. Of course, your thinking will be different, but thought in essence are similar. Your feelings are different, but feeling in essence are similar. Sorrow is similar. There is no such a thing like American sorrow, Russian sorrow, and Indian sorrow. No, sorrow is sorrow. Grief is grief. Anger is anger. And compassion is compassion. So, in this journey, you and the speaker are a good friend, walking hand in hand on the path of inner journey of exploration, inner journey of investigation, inner journey of self-learning. So, the soul, the Atma, is pure awareness. And the beauty is very important. Awareness is a universal phenomenon. The whole galaxy is aware. Our solar system is aware. Sun is aware. Moon is aware. Trees are aware. Birds are aware. Flowers are aware. And all creature, even single ant is aware. So as awareness is concerned, there is no difference between my awareness, sorry to use that word, my awareness, or awareness which is operating in this body is so similar with the awareness operating in other body. As awareness is concerned, we all are one. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. This is whole, that is whole. The awareness working in this body is whole. The awareness working in the body of an ant is whole. Charak says, even treat the animals as if they have the same awareness that you have. The old fashion is soul. Soul is a cute word, I like that. But new fashion word is awareness. Soul is whole, awareness is whole. Soul has no form, awareness has no form. Soul has no quality, awareness has no quality. There are no attributes to the awareness. But there are attributes to the consciousness, there are attributes to the mind, and there are attributes to the prakriti and dosha. Vata, Pitta, Kapha, dosha, they have quality. And these qualities of Vata, Pitta, dosha, they go into the mind, they go into the buddhi, even they enter into consciousness. So, there is one thing in our life which is awareness. That awareness is called Chid. Chid means awareness. And awareness is the existence, Sat. Sat means existence, Chid means awareness, and Ananda means bliss, joy. Because joy has no cause. Pleasure has a cause. When person drink a glass of wine, he get pleasure, not joy. When person smokes cigarette, he get pleasure, not joy. When people are addicted to the drug gives you pleasure, not joy. And where there is a pleasure, there is a pain. Pleasure and pain are the two sides of the same coin. And if we look, we are running after pleasure. So there is a pleasure in eating food. There is a pleasure in going to the movie. There is a pleasure in relationship. So, pleasure is perpetuation of joy. Joy happens without any cause. When you negate everything, neti, 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 I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the buddhi, I am not the chitta, I am not the ahankar. When you negate everything, then you reach the positive state of what you are. This is also inner psychic surgery. Neti, neti, neti. Not this, not this, not this. I am not the body, I am not the skin, I am not the mind, I am not the feeling, I am not the sorrow, I am nothing. And when you come to the inner nothingness, which is everythingness, that nothingness is called shunya, means silence. That nothingness is called puja, means holy. And that nothingness is called pure awareness. So if I may use that word, awareness is the ultimate truth. There is awareness in your every single cell. According to Ayurveda, your bodily cell is a center of awareness. And that awareness becomes consciousness because of identification. And because your radius of identification is big, then circle is big. If your radius of identification is short, then your circle is short. Therefore, our consciousness is a small enclosure in which we live, and that is our small world. But universe is awareness. So, how to transform your consciousness into awareness? Because consciousness is developed since childhood. How you are treated by your parents during first 7 years of life, that make your consciousness. Then your consciousness is made polished by sending you to the school, Montessori school, then middle school, then high school, then university, college. All these college, university, they are shaping your consciousness. Then you shape your consciousness to become doctor, you study medical science. You shape your consciousness to become engineer, you go to the engineering school. You want to make your consciousness as a carpenter, then you do carpentry. So all education to give shape to the consciousness. And awareness exactly has relationship with all these different shapes of the consciousness. So I purposefully separate consciousness from awareness. There is awareness in consciousness. So this is very important. Awareness has relationship with consciousness. Consciousness may not have relationship with awareness. Moment you identify, awareness is gone, you become conscious. This is very subtle thing. Every moment is a moment of awareness and every moment is a moment of identification, judgment, criticism, like, dislike. Because that consciousness is operating through our brain cell. When you look, awareness is not looking, consciousness is looking. Therefore, whatever you look, it is immediately identified, judged, criticized, packed, and imaged and stored. This is exactly happening because our senses are conditioned by our education. Our senses are conditioned by our culture. So, culture, education goes only up to the conscious level, that's all. But awareness is divine. Awareness is choiceless, passive state of awareness. And that's why Vedanta call that awareness as Brahma. Bra means expansion. So expansion of consciousness is awareness, expansion of consciousness is Brahma, and that is called Sat Chid Ananda. And that Satchidananda is Guru. Jai Guru Sat Guru Satchidananda Guru Satguru Sharanam Bhavaharanam. When you surrender to the Sadguru, Sat Chid Ananda. When you surrender to the Sat Chid Ananda, then Bhava Bhaya. Bhava means birth and death. Bhavati means come as a birth. Gamati as a life. Na nayati as a death. So this is called bhava. Bhava means the cyclical movement of birth and death and birth and death. That is called bhavasagar. Satguru Sharanam Bhavaharanam. So God is so close and God is so far. God is so close to them who know this art of looking without judgment, who know the art of listening without conclusion, and who know the art of relationship. God is very close. And God is far, far away because of there is a barrier of judgment, conclusion, criticism, like and dislike, and we are stuck with this quality, Satvarajatama. Evam Satvarajatamaha Vegali Vritti Suvarma Nahiga Jiva Grama Majiyaya. Jiva Gram means the village of sensory perception. So our body is a city of senses. That is Jiva Gram. And Jiva is self-identified soul which is in the heart. So this is Jiva which is called Atma, and in the cranial cavity there is Paramatma. Because there is a pure awareness in the ventricles of the brain. In between two neurons there is a space. That neuronal space is pure awareness. Moment your awareness enter into the neuron, it becomes consciousness. And all neurons are heavily conditioned by culture, by education, by thought, feelings, emotion. That's why our neurons are creating groove on the brain. And our brains are bruised by the groove. So your brain is 1,000-petal lotus. And that 1,000-petal lotus should kept alive, fresh, new. But how? Through awareness. So, awareness is looking. Awareness is listening. Awareness is touching. So let awareness come and look at the tree. Let not consciousness come and judge with knowledge, botanical knowledge, whether this is a redwood tree or banyan tree or banana tree. Then you are stuck with the name banana, banyan and redwood tree. Don't look at the tree with knowledge. Don't look at, of course we need that knowledge in a botanical sense, but I am sharing with you very differently. Can you look at the tree without knowledge, without past? Then awareness is looking. And in that looking of awareness, pahata pahata nimale duje pana tomya dekhila 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 ge mae devancha to deva फिटला संदेहो निमाले दुजे पण. Oh, I love Sant Gyaneshwar. This poetry is from Jnaneshwari. Jnaneshwar says, I saw God. How? Pahata pahata. In that act of looking, nimale duje pana. There was no division between the observer and the thing to be observed. Toha Shri Hari, Pahila Dole Bhari, Pahata Pahane Duri Sanduniya. Eknath Maharaj, one of the great saints. Eknath Maharaj wrote a wonderful poetry and he is teaching in his poetry this art of meditation. Toha Shri Hari. Hari means Atma. Hari means awareness. Toha Shri Hari, Pahila Dole Bhari. I saw God with full opening of my eyes. But how? Pahata, Pahane, Duri Sanduniya. Pahata means drashta. Pahata means observer. And Drushapasya to see means in that act of looking, there was no looker. But looking without looker, watching without watcher, then in that act of watching, there is no watcher, there is no observer, there is no looker. It was innocent awareness. That awareness through the open eyes was touching that tree, that mountain, that beautiful cloud, and suddenly there is a unified field happen. What is existing here, awareness, same thing is existing there in the cloud, in the tree, in the bird, in the flower. And then there is no division. Pahata pahata nimale duje pana tomya dekhila dekhila. I saw God in the form of Satchidananda. Sat is the truth. Chid is awareness. And in that truthful awareness, which is your presence, there is a great deal of joy. There is a great deal of compassion. And tears will come into your eyes and you will go and hug the tree. This is called bhakti. Bhakti means who is not vibhakta, isolated, separated. And that bhakti is love. So awareness is love. And look of awareness is compassion. And hugging the tree with awareness is bhakti. So, God is so close. God is so intimate. For living life we need food, water, air, shelter. But one thing is missing. We need God also. God is biological need. God is moment to moment awareness, which is not only need, but it is the essence of life. So God is essence of life. Don't put God in the temple. Your body is a temple. Your heart is a temple. And in that temple of the heart, there is a clarity, compassion, pure awareness. That is God. It is good to have temples so that children can go and worship the God. It is good to have statue and you can worship the God. It is a discipline. So churches, temples, MASc and Gurudwara are absolutely necessary because there we learn this inner discipline. But most important temple is your heart. And in the temple of your heart, at every moment of heartbeat, awareness is pulsating. Awareness is throbbing. Awareness is circulating throughout your body. And that awareness is the true Satchidananda. And that Satchidananda is joy, bliss. So, Santa Gyaneshwar, he wrote a poetry called Hari Path. What a beautiful. Hari means Atma. Ek Atma Hari, Jiva Shiva Sama, Vayatu Durgama Naghali Mana. What a simple word. Ek Atma Hari. Your awareness, your soul is Hari, who steals away your suffering, who steals away your mind, who steals away your power, prestige, position, and make you completely free. That is liberation. That is moksha. So moksha is moment-to-moment awareness, is moment-to-moment moksha, moment-to-moment liberation, moment-to-moment enlightenment. That is why Sant Gyaneshwar says, Ek Atma Hari, Jiva Shiva Sama, Vayatu Durgama Naghali Mana. Don't put your mind into the all other worldly thing. Bring your mind back to me. This is wonderful. Bringing the mind back to your source, there is a great deal of joy. So your whole life is a journey of God within you. That is why Santa Tukaram says, Jethe zato tethe tu maja sangati chalavishi hati dharoniya. Jethe zato tethe tu maja sangati. Oh God, wherever I go, you walk with me. Whatever I eat, you eat with me. Whatever I sleep, you sleep with me. Because awareness is there in every walk of your life. So Santa Tukaram, one of the great saints, I love they are the practical living being. They are living enlightened people. And we should learn from them that Tukaram says, wherever I go, you walk with me. And really, God is walking with you. God is eating with you. God is breathing with you. And God is sleeping with you. You wake up with God. So your daily life is the movement of God. Can you do that way? And if you really do that way, your whole life will be blissful at this moment. That bliss has no cause. That joy has no cause. And any pleasure which has a cause, it is bound to end into the pain. Pleasure is not joy. Joy happens. It comes like a breeze. For no reason you become bubbling joy. Why? You don't know. And that is the real thing. For no reason you feel happy. For no reason you are crying. Your God is crying. And that's why this is the whole crux and the cream and the core of Vedanta. Vedanta vakeshu sadaramantaha kaifinamantaha khalu bhagyavantaha. Vedanta. Veda means knowledge. Anta means ending. Ending the material knowledge. Ending the knowledge what you have collected about yourself. End it. So ending what you have accumulated about yourself, coming from the dad, mom and your society. End that, which is nothing but letting go. Letting go of what you have accumulated about yourself. That is why this is Vedanta philosophy. All Veda are great. They have given us mantra, technique, method, beautiful, everything is welcome. And in spiritual life, you never say no. You simply say yes. Anger comes, yes. Fear comes, yes. Sorrow comes, yes. If you say yes to the sorrow, yes to the anger, yes to the frustration, but don't act accordingly. When you are acting accordingly, the anger, then you are possessed by anger. If you are acting according to sorrow, then you are possessed by sorrow. Don't get possessed, but watch your sorrow, watch your anger, watch your frustration. And in that watching, there is letting go. This is real meditation. The only meditation. To bring that discipline, we are doing Soham, which is beautiful. My Guru gave me Soham mantra, but Soham has taken me that far. Soham means I am that. I am the anger. I am the fear. I am the frustration. I am the beauty. I am the mountain. I am the whole world. That is Soham. Soham Atma Swananda Ghana Ajanma to tu chizana Aise he santanche vachana Sudruda jivi dharave. Hold this teaching to the heart. Soham Atma Swananda Ghana. Soham is Paramatma. Soham is Jivatma. Soham is everything. So, meditation. As a practice, you can do sit quiet, do this discipline. But really, when your meditation is over, then you walk in the world with meditative mind. You enter the world with mind in meditation. Your teaching become meditation. Your learning become meditation. Your eating food become meditation. And your quarreling become meditation. Quarrel with awareness. But step out of the quarrel and watch how it is going on. Amazing. Your argument with your wife, with your husband will become cleansing. This is the most simple, practical way of spirituality in our daily life. So, dear friend, such a great joy to be with you. And I'm not teaching you anything. I'm just doing my loud thinking. This is the art of thinking. And if you think along this line, you will reach there. Namaste. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanam Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. When I came to United States about 30 years ago, nobody knows what Ayurveda is. But then I started Ayurvedic Institute school. Then Maharshi Mahesh Yogi came and Ayurveda became very popular. Dr. David Frawley, then Deepak Chopra, and all these renowned great genius people, they come and they supported Ayurveda. So Ayurvedic Institute is existing in Albuquerque since last 30 years.
If you're interested in learning Ayurveda, whether it's ASP 1 level or ASP 2 level, we want to welcome you to the Ayurvedic Institute. We're offering so many different things at the Institute because this is a program that enriches ourselves first and foremost, and then it's a program, if you decide to continue on, you will learn practitioner level skills from therapeutics and hands-on body work all the way to the pulse and how to really interact with a client and really reach the heart of the client.
The great thing about our program is we integrate spirituality, physical health, yoga, Jyotish. There's so many disciplines that go into wellness. So we understand that Ayurveda is not just kind of a singular dimension of healing.
Ayurvedic Institute's Ayurvedic program is so fascinating, so wonderful. People from all over the world, East Coast, West Coast, Germany, England, even Russia, they come here to learn Ayurveda. Not only we are creating healers and practitioners, there are many students, they become teachers. And those graduates from Ayurvedic Institute are teachers in the different school and they are flourishing and flowering.
Part of what makes our curriculum different is that we really are client-focused. Yes, there is the science of Ayurveda and knowing some of the technicalities of how to apply concepts, but more importantly, you have to be able to connect with your client. And the Ayurvedic Institute teaches you techniques to be able to look within yourself, listen to clients, and then apply that to provide a holistic healing program for clients.
The three big things that we really focus in on at the Ayurvedic Institute is our immersion, our community, and the tradition that comes with being a student here. Our course is not a casual learning of Ayurveda. It's not a gleaning from textbooks once a month. It is a deep dive right into the middle of the ocean of what is Ayurveda.
Your thinking will change. You will be very clear, perceptive, observant, and there will be great clarity, compassion, and healing energy in your heart.
So if you're really interested in learning Ayurveda for yourself or to become a healer in this world, then please come to the Ayurvedic Institute. We would love to see you. Reach out to our admissions department. Any questions that you have, we're here for you. I'm a graduate of the program as well as a faculty member. So I speak from experience when I say that was one of the most transformational experiences that I've had. I learned more about myself in that first year program than I had in so many years. This will give you insight to yourselves. It will build a relationship within your being as well as a relationship with the earth, with the environment, with each other.
So this is a wonderful standing cordial invitation from the speaker. Come one, come all. Join this family, join this community, and it will change your life. Ayurveda has changed my life. It will change your life.
चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरसिया दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर संहार रामचंद्र के काज संवार लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुवीर हर्षि उर लाए रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरतहि सम भाई सहस बदन तुम रोज सगावे अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगाओ सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद शारद सहिता यम कुबेर दिगपाल जहन्ते कवि कोविद कहि सके कहन्ते